Hi, this is Paul Koch. I worked at camp the summers of 96, 98, and 99. Hello, everybody. I have some great memories of camp. Of course, the best thing was just the friendships, the great people we got to work with, and that we got to do it all the whole while we're teaching kids the Bible and singing songs. So that was really special stuff. Um, just a little sign of that. Yesterday we had my grandmother's funeral, and two of my dear old friends, both Jared and Sam, came to the service, and that meant a lot to see them there. And those are old friends from high school that I worked with camp with them both. One memory that sticks out, I remember Matt Schreiner and I once led a riverboat excursion. We took some kids down the Rum River, I think, or some river, for the week, and we camped along the way. When we got back, he and I were roommates at the camp, and when we got back, our room was just trashed from all of the camping equipment, and Mike, the camp director, gave us a hard time because we need to clean up our room. And so we cleaned it up really well, and then we booby-trapped the room so that when he would come back in to inspect, he got a bucket of water dumped on his head. And I think we had a mop inside the room with a sign that told him to mop it up now, clean up the mess. But lots of good times like that. Now I am a pastor in a town called Howard Lake, just an hour west of the Twin Cities. I have a wife, Katie, 4 kids, Martin, Maria, Beatrice, and Friedrich. And now they're going to camp. Our church doesn't go to Camp Onomia, but they go to Camp Omega and also to Mount Carmel camp as well. And those are some special memories for us and for our family now. I hope you're all having a great weekend. God bless. Take care.
Hey everybody, it's Sam. Sorry I made the decision not to be there this weekend. It has a little bit to do with me just not having any children at the moment to show off to any of you. And also, as you can see, I'm painting my ugly kitchen right now. So, y'all look the same. Have you guys been working out? Change your diet? It's working for you. Whatever you're doing, you're looking good. As I'm sure some of you may know, I was involved in the production of a locally produced children's show in St. Paul called the Choo Choo Bob Show for a couple years, up until a couple years ago. I ran into some of you at shows, which was rad and cool, so thanks for coming. If you don't know anything about the show, it's available on Amazon Prime, and it's highly disorganized, but it's all up there. And what I was doing on that show was pretty much a direct result of hanging out in the woods with you guys and doing skits and learning how to play guitar. So, thanks for being in my life at that point. I hope you're all doing well, and have a great weekend. See ya. Sorry guys, one last thing. Thinking about it, I would like to share with you one of my fondest memories from the camp days, and that is, of course, the victorious day where all of you guys helped me conceal the fact that I had hung up Eric Hallstrom's bicycle to the flagpole over by the fire circle, and he got really mad all day long. And that was highly amusing on so many levels. So thanks for helping me perpetuate that ruse that day and backing me up when he got really, really mad in the evening. Okay, that's it for sure. Have a great weekend. I'm sorry there's no pool in the retreat center anymore, but as you all know, time marches on. Have a great weekend.
Hey, Onamia alumni.
Hello, everybody.
Paul and Karissa Finley here. We're so sorry we can't be with you this weekend. We live in Arizona. It's a little bit harder to make it back to Minnesota right now. I know a lot of you are sharing and catching up on 20 years of history We've got 2 little boys, Liam and Torin, 4 and 2. Karissa's been teaching for the last 14 years prior to little kids, and I'm a pastor. And I remember that some of you at camp were the first ones to suggest that I should consider being a pastor, and so I want to thank you for recognizing those gifts that God gave me and that experience that I had there that helped lead to me doing what I'm doing today. So yeah, God bless you all. I treasure and cherish the memories that we had together, and we're with you in spirit.
Camp Onomia group, this is Becky. I worked in Camp Onomia the summer of 1998, I think. And this is my youngest. Can you tell me your name?
Adriana.
This is Adriana. We just went to the dentist, and I thought I would try to just send a quick greeting. I wish I could be there to see everybody, but not able to make it. Some of my favorite memories from camp were just sharing the message of Christ, and with so many young people. I mean, I remember I remember my camp experience.
Fun.
Can you be quiet?
I don't. I can't.
Oh, excuse that. I just remember what camp was like for me growing up, and it really does impact your faith, and so it was a great opportunity to hopefully leave a lasting impression of what it means to walk with God on a bunch of young people's lives. But favorite memories with people at camp would be Danielle was our boss, and I remember her saying the boys' cabin is blue and the girls' cabin is red and there is no purple. And we would oftentimes reference that and just laugh. It was kind of a fun little saying for the summer. But I also loved, there was a little breakfast place in town, and they had amazing caramel rolls, and we would go every weekend. So sorry about that. And I loved working outside and being with dear friends, and the lifelong friendships that come out of that, or that were nurtured from being at camp. Another funny memory, I guess, I found this awesome purple sweatshirt in the Lost and Found, and I thought it had been there for a while, so I just took it because I was freezing one day. And then like a day later I had it on, and Bloomy came over and she's like, where did you get my sweatshirt? So here, it was like I was a klepto, and I thought I just had this great find in Lost and Found and was gonna pick up a cool like purple Gap sweatshirt or something. So anyway, lots of fun little memories like that, but had a wonderful time and was really grateful I had that experience. So have a wonderful weekend. Love you guys. Say bye.
Hi everyone, Scott and Aaron here. We're sorry we're not able to make it to camp this weekend, but it's been really fun to see everyone's families grow and the kids are getting bigger on Facebook. And thinking about some of our favorite camp memories, I would have to say that mine were the bonfires. I loved the camp songs that we sang and just the friends that I made at camp. You guys are all so amazing human beings, and I'm so thankful that I had the opportunity to work at camp.
Yeah, with the fear of rambling, I actually made a list of my favorites over the 3 years that I worked at camp. The Duck is Down, Electric Wednesday Fun, Sunsets at Campfire, Kitchen Raids for Cinnamon Rolls, No Getting Busy, although I'm pretty sure many did, Pizza in Onamia, Happy's, Ratlin Bog, Never Ending Oil in My Lamp, Emmy's Crocheted Blanket, that one was very special to me. Blasting campers awake in the morning with loud music. Staff training fun. I think we had more fun during staff training than when the actual campers were there. Camp dances. New Year's Eve at Jared's, although that wasn't a camp sanctioned event. That was very fun. And all around great memories. Thanks for the great memories 20 some years ago. Can't believe it's already that amount of time. We wish you all well and hope you're doing great in 2018 and beyond. Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello everybody. Regards from Moscow, from Russia. I just want to say that I'm very glad that you are all gathered together, and I'm very sad that I could not make this and come to United States for these days. But 6th of May I have birthday, so you have to cheers for me. And next time for sure I will try to come and visit and meet all of you. I just want to share that those time that I had in Camp Onomia, it was the best time. We had so much fun, and we have so much things to do, and all these campfires, and everything is in my mind still. And of course, the best thing that I want to do is see everyone, you know. I welcome everybody to visit Moscow, and I welcome everyone who wants to have good fun here in Russia. Just contact with me. I hope you're having very good time there, and I miss everyone, and I think that soon, very soon we will meet again. And I just want to say in the last, why you're going so slow? You're not a turtle. So guys, have fun, and one more time, love you all, miss you all, and Camp Onomia rocks, you know. So international staff and all the staff that was working with me, it's the best experience in my life. Thank you very much.
Hi, Camp Onomia. I've been asked to relay a memory of the camp and you folks, the counselors. And what popped into my head was, it's summer, 10:30 in the morning, Monday through Thursday, a group of camp counselors and campers show up at the Cathio State Park Interpretive Center to take in an interpretive program about the natural history of the area, presented by a brand new, kind of scared young college intern. And what I remember about it and being so great was not that it was a particularly great interpretive program that was delivered, but it was a learning situation that was facilitated by you, the camp counselors, providing a really comfortable and nurturing atmosphere within which these students could convey information in their introduction to becoming a state park naturalist. So I just wanted to say thanks and have a great weekend.
Onamia staffers, I hope you're having a great reunion. This is Pastor Rolf Olson. I was pastor at All Saints in Cottage Grove when you were on staff at Onamia. And I thank you for shaping the lives of my kids that we sent from All Saints in Cottage Grove, and the many other lives that you've influenced over the years as a pastor. I certainly have appreciated the gift of faith and leadership and community orientation that former staffers from Bible camps have brought with them to the congregations that I've served, and I'm sure you are among them. But I also thank you for caring for my kids. Catherine and Karl were there briefly on staff. My daughter Sarah, our oldest daughter, was also there as a camper back about 95, 96. And every day I'm greeted by this picture on my computer. It's my screensaver, which shows my children and my son-in-law. You know Catherine, Karl, and Sarah's then boyfriend, now husband, Doug, and they all served on staff at Flathead. Catherine for a year, Karl for 4, Sarah for 2, and Doug for 6. And those relationships have sustained them and been with them throughout their entire lives. It's interesting, the power of Christian community and how that continues. Just last Saturday, I was together with 5 other guys. We were all guides at Wilderness Canoe Base back in the 70s. And so here we gathered, a bunch of gray hair old guys, and we were telling stories and singing songs and laughing, and we prayed together and ate together and just had a wonderful time celebrating that gift of Christian community like you are having now with your reunion this weekend. One story about the power of Christian community. When Catherine died in 2007, over 70 alums from Flathead Lake Bible Camp flew into the Twin Cities to be at her funeral. And they stayed for several days, and they gathered at our daughter Sarah's house, and her husband Doug played his guitar, and they sang songs just like they had done 10, 15 years previous. And it was a powerful experience of God's healing power in that sense of community. And so I pray that as you gather for your reunion, you might also sense that power of community, and that might enrich you and sustain you and motivate you to go to continue the lives of service that God has called you to live. So God bless you. It's a privilege to greet you, and I pray you're having a wonderful weekend. God bless.
Hi, my name is Karl Olson, and I was a camper from about 1994 to 2000 or 2001. Definitely through some formative years. I attended camp with All Saints Lutheran in Cottage Grove, and I'm now living in South Minneapolis, and I'm a mental health nurse practitioner. I have many fond memories of my time at Camp Onomia, whether it was my little boy crushes on Britta Benson and Danny Slack, or the hair gel that I just couldn't get enough of, or the Abercrombie clothing. I remember raiding the girls' dorms with squirt guns, and how we thought that was just the best thing ever. You all inspired me to be a camp counselor myself. I worked at Flathead Lutheran Bible Camp in Montana for 4 summers during my college years, and I'm currently a member of Edina Community Lutheran. We just joined in December. I have a little boy and soon to be another child. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend at this reunion. I certainly appreciate the memories that I have and the impact you had on me. I know my sister Catherine would be very excited to share a message with you as well. Unfortunately, she is no longer with us. I am appreciative of the messages that many of you have written, remembering your time with Catherine at camp. Again, I hope you're having a wonderful weekend, and I look forward to seeing you all soon.
Hi, friends. It's Abby here. Really wishing that I could be with you this weekend. Hoping that you are all making plans for the next one, though. And it was gorgeous here. Now it's super windy. A favorite memory, so many of camp, obviously, but one of the best things, I think, or really some fond memories, include all of the things that happened outside of camp due to the community that we all created. I remember sending Amy Hammer off to Australia with a big crew at the airport, and then when Katie Carson went off to college for was it the first time, I think? Matt Schreiner and I brought her down, and just creating that community that extended beyond the actual camp itself. So anyway, hope everybody's doing well. I'm living here in St. Paul. I have 3 boys, Olin, Otto, and Oscar. They are 8, 5, and 1.5. I am a school librarian, loving it. My husband teaches graphic design at the University of Minnesota, and really, really excited for summer break. All right. Love you all. Bye.
Hello, Camp Onomia counselors. Jared asked me to put together a little video sharing my experiences or memories from being a camper at Camp Onomia. And I started thinking about, man, that was almost 20 years ago that I was a camper there. And so I just kind of wanted to share a couple things that I remember and things that have stuck with me from my time there. So one is I have a fond memory of the camp games that we had, and I really enjoyed how at camp we learned lessons about our faith and about Christianity through fun. So I remember the old game Romans and Christians that we used to play, and while it was fun to run around at night and try not to be caught, I did learn through that one to know how to stand up for my faith and that it's okay to be vocal about my faith. Another really fun thing that I loved about camp was the community. So I'm not a big singer. I still don't sing. I'll sing to my kids at night, but I always caveat that it's not very good, not as good as their mother can. But just the community and feeling of, sitting at, the campfire ring that we had and just feeling that connection with people through song. And it's something that I still enjoy, even in church today, just listening to songs and feeling connected through that. And then the third one, and as I think back to camp, my visual memory brings me back to just the environment. It's this wonderful outdoor safe haven place, and it's really taught me an appreciation for God's world, to be out in nature and enjoying what He has given us. So I want to thank you for being camp counselors when I was young, and for teaching me lessons that have stuck with me for the past 20 years even. So thanks.
My name is Liz Jaede Lindner. I was a camper from 1998 to 2000, a CIT in 2001 and 2002, and I was on day camp staff in 2003. My favorite memories from camp were those mountaintop experiences. At the end of the day or the week or the season, I would just be on a total high from the fellowship and the worship and the camaraderie, and it would stay with me for weeks. I have great memories of my time with my youth group friends from my own church, and of adventures with friends I made from all around the state while I was on staff. One of the great things about social media now is that I'm able to stay connected with a lot of those people who I may not have otherwise ever even heard from again. Now that my oldest is attending Sunday school and day camp at our church, the songs and experiences I learned at camp are coming back when I sing and play games with him. I would love for my kids to have their own great camp experience someday. I know that my experiences at Camp Onomia made a big impact on my own faith life and my own development throughout my youth.
Hey, my name's Levi, and I was a camper from Our Father's Lutheran Church in Rockford. And I just wanted to say how much of a great time I had at Camp Onomia. And just growing up, remembering how much I looked forward to going to camp and hanging out with my friends and being out in nature, swimming and canoeing, just playing crazy games like bonkers and having fires, eating good food, and all the while, being there for the most important thing, which was growing my faith in God and praising Him. And I just wanted to thank all you counselors for the great times that we had, and just for the time and the effort that you put into making our experience just that much better. And you guys really made camp what it was. So anyhow, thanks, and God bless.
Hi, I'm Satina. I'm from Minnesota originally, now I live in Germany, and I went to camp probably over 20 years ago. And the favorite thing I remember from camp is the I Love You song with the I love you guns, and then the campfires and all the activities we had. It was a great time.
I love you. I love you.